شميا نوح النفشي يشو قريب رحمة رابا قار اللي بقول قد طوش فيا ملي لبيش لما دلما هو شميا عباد كلها روحك مراح فبلبي يشو مفرقا ملكا دلما شبحان أخلا لما المين رمشة زولي قنا بشيلخ يشو شما قل لي رخا بيدايك طاقن دركي معللي قردانات حبا هو شميا بعد كلها روحك من رفا بلبي يشو مفرقا.
Love, peace, and favor be to you and my Master Yeshua. From living Elohim, you need to receive the helper. You need to be born again, to be guarded, to be filled, so you would not be empty, so you would not be vulnerable. You need to have the light in you, so the darkness would not overtake you. Yeshua, His set apart Ruach from the Father is the guard. It's life, it's love, it's righteousness, it's truth. You need it so the enemy would not enter. The light is going to save you. Yeshua was the light when He was here on earth, and the darkness did not overcome it. And He said, I need to do the works when the day is, because the night is coming and no one is able to do any works. You only can be filled with works if you have the light in you, if you have the day in you, because here is night and chaos. Many call themselves believers. What is to be a believer? Is to be born again, to have that substance of life in you, to be the dwelling of the set apart Ruach, and then the fruit will come. The fruit will be seen in you, the fruit of love, patience, kindness, and all things which are good of the set apart Ruach, and the works will be seen of the set apart Ruach in you. Many are so sure about that they are filled. There is a big difference between being born again and only claiming to be. The enemy can enter when you're empty. The enemy can have a free way in if you are not filled. The fruit which is good is the indication that you are born again. Not the fruit of man, not the fruit of your own, but the fruit of the set apart Ruach. Today is the Sabbath day and also 29th day of counting the Omer. I will be reading for you Judges 4. And when Ehud was dead, the children of Israel again did evil in the eyes of Yahweh. Therefore Yahweh sold them into the hand of Jabin, the sovereign of Canaan, who reigned in Hatzor, and the commander of his army was Sisera, who was dwelling in Horeshit Haggaim. And the children of Israel cried out to Yahweh because he had 900 chariots of iron And for 20 years he harshly oppressed the children of Israel. And Deborah, a prophetess, the wife of ΔHP, was ruling Israel at the time, and she was dwelling under the palm tree of Deborah between Ramah and Bethel in the mountains of Ephraim. And the children of Israel came up to her for right ruling. And she sent and called for Barak, son of Abinoam, from Kadesh in Naphtali, and said to him, Has not Yahweh Elohim of Israel commanded, Go, and you shall draw towards Mount Tabor, and shall take with you 10,000 men of the sons of Naphtali, and of the sons of Zabulun, and I shall draw unto you Sisera, commander of Yabin's army, with his chariots and his company at the Wadi Kishon, and shall give him into your hand. And Barak said to her, If you go with me, then I shall go, but if you do not go with me, I do not go. And she said, I shall certainly go with you, only there shall be no esteem for you in the journey you are taking. For Yahweh is going to sell Sisera into the hand of a woman. So Deborah arose and went with Barak to Kadesh. And Barak called Zabulun and Naphtali to Kadesh, and he went up, 10,000 men under his command, and Deborah went up with him. And Heber, the Canaanite, of the children of Hobab, the father-in-law of Moshe, had separated himself from Canaanites, and pitched his tent near the terebinth tree at Sanaim, which is beside Kadesh. And they reported to Sisera that Barak, son of Abinoam, had gone up to Mount Tabor. So Sisera called all his chariots, 900 chariots of iron, and all the people who were with him, from Horeshet Hagoyim to the Wadi Kishon. And Deborah said to Barak, Rise up, for this is the day in which Yahweh has given Sisera into your hand. Has not Yahweh gone out before you? And Barak went down from Mount Tabor with 10,000 men after him. And Yahweh destroyed Sisera and all his chariots and all his army with the edge of the sword before Barak. And Sisera leaped from his chariot and fled away on foot. But Barak pursued the chariots and the army as far as Horeshet Hagoyim, and all the army of Sisera fell by the edge of the sword. Not one was left. Sisera, meanwhile, had fled on foot to the tent of Jael, the wife of Heber the Canaanite, for there was peace between Yabin, sovereign of Hatzor, and the house of Heber the Canaanite. And Jael went out to meet Sisera and said to him, Turn aside, my master, turn aside to me, do not fear. So he turned aside with her into the tent, and she covered him with a blanket. And he said to her, Please give me a little water to drink, for I am thirsty. So she opened a bottle of milk and gave him a drink and covered him. And he said to her, Stand at the door of the tent, and it shall be, if anyone comes and asks you and says, Is there a man here? You shall say no. But Jael, Heber's wife, took a tent peg and took a hammer in her hand, and went softly to him and drove the peg into the side of his head, and it went down into the ground, for he was fast asleep and exhausted, and he died. And see, as Barak pursued Sisera, Jael came out to meet him, and said to him, Come, let me show you the man whom you are seeking. And when he went into her tent, there lay Sisera, dead with the peg in the side of his head. And on that day Elohim humbled Jabin, sovereign of Canaan, in the presence of the children of Israel. And the hand of the children of Israel grew stronger and stronger against Jabin, sovereign of Canaan, until they had cut off Jabin, sovereign of Canaan.